and go.
Happy Wednesday, everybody. I'm your host, Charlie, he, them, and joining me today is Deputy Editor Tiger Lily and
Ace Barrett King, founder and chief editor of AceAnimeReviews.com. I use he, him pronouns, and I would just love to know why my cat keeps insisting on putting his toys in his litter box.
That's the best spot for them, didn't you know? Silly daddy.
Yes, I guess I'm silly. Anywho.
Yes. AceAnimeReviews.com is exactly what it says on the tin, a review site specializing in anime. Though we also cover movies, video games, and whatever else we feel like. Our most recent article was
still yours.
Still by me. We took a break from that one to this one, an unplanned one.
Yeah.
Things got crazy, it happens.
Yeah. What are you gonna do about it? Oh my god, I just realized it's December. I keep realizing throughout the month, the day that it is December.
Yeah. I know. I thought it was still February.
I know.
We also have a Discord, which you're welcome to join by following the link in the description after this is posted to YouTube. And that's all the boring stuff done. Let's get into it.
It's actually not...
you want to start with Yugi?
Well, that's actually not the boring stuff done, because I have another announcement. Because I wrote a book.
Oh, you did.
I did. Proud of you. It is a, it's a remix of some of Edgar Allan Poe's stories as a detective story set in the modern day. And right now, I'm working on deciphering my first draft for the computer. And I'm also going to expand and correct some things while I do that. But, when I do, the second one is the one that I'm going to see if I would like people to read and give me notes on. So, if you would be interested in being one of those people, you can let me know by joining our Discord. And I'll probably post the link in the book club. So, so you know, there's that. Now the boring stuff is done, and we can talk about Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yes. Joey had a crisis of confidence, even though he loses all the fucking time.
Yes, and I think it's more that he's upset to find that he's a furry, a bisexual furry. Had a sex dream about Kaiba.
So sad.
But really, who doesn't have
a masochistic bisexual furry?
Yes, but really, who doesn't have sex dreams about Kaiba?
Me.
Yeah.
But I'm not into assholes.
Yeah.
Strangely.
Big. It really is a tragedy though, because Kaiba only has eyes for Yami Yugi. To the point where he will, spoiler alert, eventually, in manga continuity, not anime continuity, because of, we'll get to it when we talk about the movie.
Yeah.
Will eventually go to the afterlife just to duel him again.
Oh, fucking course he will.
Yeah, you know how it is.
He is that gay bitch.
Yes, he is that bitch. He didn't get Kaiba manga Kaiba didn't get closure. So, you know how it is. Anywho, and then Bones, he's I don't know.
Bones is creepy?
Yeah, he's one of the younger sounding characters.
And looking characters, too, despite his dead-end features.
The fact that he's got male pattern baldness.
Yes. That could just be the malnutrition.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to reread this quest dialogue that I just sped through.
That's fine. Yeah. Kid, obviously scared of his own product.
Yeah. What? Oh my gosh.
and cheated his way to losing a duel.
Well, they did make a deal with a guy who talks like a Yakuza, so I think they kind of brought it on themselves. I mean, not to victim blame, but sometimes you kind of bring it on yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny he talks like Yakuza, though, because I'm pretty sure he's supposed to be American.
He is American.
Yes.
You can tell because he's got the American flag on his head.
He does indeed.
Yeah. Nah. I keep blanking. Then there's those other two guys that never do anything. I mean, they beat up Tristan and all them, but it's like we don't even know what kind of cards they use. Gotta wait for these guys to load in. There we go. Yeah. Sorry, we're both distracted. I'm doing post-Moogle quests for Endwalker Eve. Some
and
people
I'm massacring the goblins because they're in my way.
Yeah, some people were calling today Endwalker Eve, but there's a 24-hour maintenance for all of tomorrow, so it's Eve. Tomorrow is Endwalker Eve. And then Thursday will be, Friday. I will be right. My ass is gonna be right here to log in right away. I mean, I have to work this weekend, but I also gotta level my Reaper before I can actually start on the Endwalker content, so it's fine. I can do that. But more about Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, I like how the fake boulder looked more like a real boulder than the real boulder did.
Yeah.
Real boulder looked like a cardboard cutout.
Yeah, they got a really good special effects guy.
Oh yeah. And poor Bakura.
Yeah.
Just.
At least they acknowledged that he almost died.
Yeah. But just think about how, what all could have been avoided if he had died. I mean, I'm not saying that he should have died, but I'm just saying, would have saved a lot of trouble down the road line.
And then Keith done kicked his minion's ass, which is not a good way to retain your minions, I've found.
No, I don't think he cares. I mean, he didn't retain them, he basically fired them.
Yeah.
I mean, like, he wasn't invited to the tournament anyway. He stole his way on. Which we can't really, what's the word? Blame him for that too much either, because so did Joey.
Yeah. But I get the feeling Joey wasn't quite as much of a dick about it.
No, well, I mean, we saw how Joey did it. And he was...
Yes, but we didn't see how Keith did it.
No. Imagine... Yeah.
Is there anything else to say about Yu-Gi-Oh?
I don't think so. It's not that I can think of. I'm a little distracted and... So what game are you playing?
Not much happened.
No.
Usual anime.
It's kind of a
were fulfilled.
It was kind of a throwaway fight with throwaway characters. What game are you playing? Because I can't see your screen. You know what game I'm playing.
Breath of the Wild.
Fun times.
Yeah, I'm hunting down DLC stuff.
Oh, neat. It's called a tuck. You shouldn't tuck. It's bad for you. They make special undergarments that help with that sort of thing.
Yes.
And okay, so
why are you hanging out in the middle of dead monsters? It's dangerous here. You should leave.
Well, the monsters are dead, so it should be fine.
Yeah, but there's like the goblin camp like 5 feet away.
Yeah.
And they will steal the horses.
Yeah, that's fair. They'll probably eat them.
No, they ride them.
Oh.
Use them to hunt badly.
Okay. Alright, let's mix it up and talk about Ranking of Kings next, because last couple weeks we talked about that one last.
Ranking of Kings was fun.
Yes. I wonder what weapon...
I had a moment where I did not trust Brother Man, and then I realized, no, he just likes money a lot.
Yeah, I like his pumpkin pants.
They are nice.
Yes.
Very squishy.
Yep, and here. I noticed that Akage never mentioned to him that Boji is deaf.
To figure out if you're paying attention, and he seems like a...
Yeah, he seemed to have figured out. Like like when they were at the door, he made sure to get Boji's attention before he spoke to him, but. But
And he used a lot of big gestures to make sure Boji knew.
Yeah.
He was talking to him.
Nah. Maybe it was in the letter.
Shit.
It might have been in the letter. Like, hey, by the way, kid can't hear.
But he did that way before he read the letter.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he did. Then maybe he's just the kind of guy he is. I do like that they don't do it all the time, but the animators do seem to try to have Boji look at whoever's talking.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't always do it, but usually he will.
Yeah, especially with Kage, I've noticed.
Yeah.
Because you can kind of understand Kage.
Yeah.
In that way that they do.
Yes.
Sorry, I stumbled upon a living guardian.
Oh.
It freaked me out a little bit.
Uh-oh.
Because those things can kill you in one hit.
Oh, dear.
Yes.
I killed like 3 guys in one hit.
Good for you.
Yeah, well, these are level 50 quests, and I'm level 80, so...
Yeah. They do try to keep things fairly even, I guess is the word, in Breath of the Wild. Like, there will be monsters that stay fairly weak, but there's also ones that scale with you.
Yeah.
And then there's ones that will kick your ass no matter how strong you get.
Oh, yeah, that's not fun.
Namely, the Guardians. There's a way to kill them. You can beat them. It's just, you gotta be smart.
Yeah, you just have to know how to do it.
Anyway.
Yes, Boji.
Boji.
Oh, I like the, So I like this show. I've made comments about how this show wants to make you cry every episode. In this episode, it made you cry laughing. Because that shit with the soup was hilarious. His attempt to... he's all eating it and he's like, oh, it's delicious. And then they get to it and it's like, ah.
Life flashed before thine eyes.
Yeah. And he was all, oh, they're, because he's a giant, so he's immune to poison, so we cannot let him cook for us.
Yes. And you can't just tell him, hey, maybe you should let us teach you to cook first.
Yeah, because he just... yeah.
I mean, I think he'd enjoy learning.
Yeah, but he's busy with other stuff.
Yeah.
And, sorry, I was looking at the name of the quest chain, because I noticed it was something written backwards. It says join the Ludus, but I don't know what they mean by Ludus. But I guess it's fine. Because I associate Ludus with the character from Story of Seasons. But, yeah, whatever. I wonder what weapon he would want to. Should we guess what weapon he picked? Because they're keeping it a secret for some reason.
I think it'd probably be more of a precision weapon.
Yeah, my guess is some kind of knife or dagger.
Yeah, I want to say that he's learning how to fight by finding people's weak points.
Yeah. So, like, if it
which
was...
is a lot more in line with what he's capable of.
Yeah. Because more of a dexterity weapon than a strength weapon.
Yeah. Because they've made it pretty clear so far that he has no strength and he never will.
But he's really fast and agile.
No muscle strength.
Yeah.
So
he's real fast and agile, and
give that boy a rapier and he will end many lives.
Oh yeah. Stop pushing buttons.
And we feel bad about it after.
Yeah. But speaking of ending lives, turns out that Bose is a bad guy.
I think actually that he was possessed by some ancestor.
I'm pretty sure it was
because the dude said he killed a son again.
No, he said sacrificed a son.
Sacrificed a son again.
I think that the curse.
The only son we've seen sacrificed is Grant.
Yeah, it's the only one who we've seen sacrificed via to death. But they mentioned like last episode or the episode before that Boji has a curse, which is why he can't get stronger. So maybe that curse was also a sacrifice. Like he took Boji's strength for his own, or something like that.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. What the hell? This fucking guy. He's so...
I mean, there was nothing saying that Boss was a good guy.
Bose, yeah. Well, we kind of assumed he was, because Boji likes him and he believed in Boji. Oh, but that also, if it was him, then that makes sense, because he was planning on getting drunk up. So basically, I think what his plan was that he would die and then get ground up into an elixir of resurrection, and then Boji would drink it.
Yeah, that's why he named Boji his heir.
Yes.
And because Boji has more of the giant's blood than other son, I guess.
Than Daida? Yeah.
Yeah.
The Daida is like half, and we're gonna try not to think too much about Daida's poor mother having sex with the giant, whose dick was probably about the size she is.
Yeah, that would not be good.
Yep, we're just not gonna think it over.
Well, magic exists, so we're just going to go ahead and pretend it was magic.
Yes.
Magic conception.
Yes. I think that's the sort of thing you're just not supposed to think about.
No.
Yes. Just remember remember MST3K's mantra. It's just a show, so you should really just relax.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So yes, we have many questions.
Yes, that don't really...
some answers, but they just lead to more questions, and I'm enjoying finding out.
Yes, and then there's the other questions that really don't need to be answered, and we probably shouldn't be asking, but that's just...
Yes.
Our brain has been poisoned by internet media criticism, which is all about nitpicking these sorts of things, so... That's what you get. That's what happens when you read Cracked, is that you start thinking about shit like that doesn't matter. but they're still fun to think about. So it's not like CinemaSins bullshit where you're acting like it's an actual problem. It's just
It's
just fun to think about. But
just room for fan fiction.
Yes. Alright, moving on. Let's talk about Mob Psycho next.
Yes, Ritsu's angsty phase has come.
Yes, he's I liked his little posing at the water. At one point he tried to do a Kamehameha. He's being very 13.
He is.
Yes.
And it is about as annoying as a real 13-year-old, so good job.
Yep. So,
and fucking, what's his shit?
Yeah, the other guy.
Student council president.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel for the kid, I do, but also, what the fuck?
His mother's bad mother. And his brother is a bad brother.
And that's not an excuse to go to school and shit on other people.
No, but
Get
he's
them potentially expelled.
Yes, but he's 15.
Yeah.
So, and he's going through it. Like, did you see that bedroom? That was nasty. It's just not healthy. Kid needs therapy.
Yes. Much therapy.
Yes, and probably to be raised by somebody other than his mother. Yeah.
And are we doing the possession weirdness?
That's next episode. So that didn't happen in this episode.
Right.
Yes.
He went to the Psychics Anonymous.
Yes, that's what they.
And he started the Reign of Terror.
Yes, but yeah, we get their first hints that he does actually have psychic powers because he twisted up a spoon without realizing it. Yeah, this show really likes its old bending spoons gag.
Well, how else will we know that they're psychic?
Yeah.
Besides, the teeny tiny flame.
Yep.
And the guessing cards.
Yeah, that thing with when Mob was remembering Reagan talking about knife. I think that might have been from last episode. Reagan's speech about the knife, and then when he was looking at him, he had that glow to him. I was like, I wonder what that was interesting. Is that? I don't know. I think that was just to make it an addition by the anime to make him seem more fancy. And it kind of helped to set up the gag. There's like, once you find out that it was Reagan who said all that, it's like, it kind of ruins it when you find out that it was Reagan.
Does it though? Yeah. Because he'd know better than anyone.
Yeah. I think it's just hard to take anything he says seriously because he's a con man.
That's true.
Yeah. Wait.
But he didn't say anything untrue.
No.
Technically.
No. Yeah, like he... Still. Everybody's talking about this, like, tomorrow, the game will be populated tomorrow, blah, 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 blah. Like, the game will be down tomorrow. Like, have they not been looking at the thing that pops up before you log in every time? It says, all world maintenance, 1 a.m. to 1 a.m. That's a whole day. It will not be populated tomorrow because it will be down.
They have to actually add in the stuff.
Yeah. Maybe they just thought it said 1 a.m. to 1 p.m. or something. It's like, no, it's going to be down for a whole 24 hours.
You'll have to go outside.
I'm going
smell
to
the grass.
I'm going to
eat the trees.
Going to be recording Let's Play Lotro first. I'm also going to work. I do have to work tomorrow night. But,
That sucks.
But yeah. Because I'm out of my stockpile of Let's Play Lotro episodes has run dry. So I need to record as many as I can while the game is down, so that I can. Because once I actually get started on the Endwalker content, I'm not going to want to do anything else.
That's understandable.
Yeah. But yeah. Anything else to talk about Mob Psycho?
I don't think so.
Alrighty, then I guess last but not least, we'll talk about Digimon.
Digimon.
They were racing.
It didn't end satisfactorily for me.
Yeah.
This episode.
I don't think she faced any consequences. She just drove off back to the digital world.
And all those Digimon that got sucked up are still sucked up.
Yeah. She's the strongest and the fastest.
Also, people probably died.
Yeah, probably. I kind of thought it was gonna. Well, I mean, I guess it kind of was. I'm gonna be real with you. I did not pay a lot of attention to this episode. I did see the Digimon bad guy and was like, hey, she seems like Fen's type, and it turned out that she indeed was. Hey.
Fen was very excited.
Yeah. But yeah, and I also gathered pretty early on that this was a Senpai and Jellymon episode, which was nice. I don't think either of them got any actual like character development, but it was nice. It's funny that it was Jellymon was the one who caused the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did she though? Because I think the death race was going on before.
Yeah, I think she was the one
got involved. She just made it worse.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm gonna have to take your word for it because, like I said, I wasn't paying a lot of attention.
Yeah, all she did was offer Sistermon a go-kart.
Yes.
To go faster.
I mean, I don't think the go-karts are really the fastest thing in the world, but okay.
To a kid?
Oh yeah, to a kid, yeah.
And the Digimon don't know any better.
I imagine even a kid would think that a race car would be, like an actual like NASCAR race car would be faster.
Yeah, but
I think
if they don't tell their Digimon, hey, this is a thing.
Yeah, but do you think Jellymon would know? She seems a bit more in touch with what's up in the human world.
You think?
Yeah. Then, I would think a motorcycle. Racing motorcycle. But then again, I just think motorcycles look cool.
I don't think any motorized vehicle is cool. They all scare the shit out of me.
Motorcycles are cool. I want to ride I want a motorcycle. One of these days, man. One of these days, I'm gonna have a motorcycle.
There was no digivolving this episode.
No.
I thought there was a moment I thought maybe Angoromon was gonna get his turn, but it didn't happen.
Yeah, I don't think cause I keep I think that Gamamon is the only one who's going to be evolving for a while, since it seems like he's the only one who can digivolve and then turn back. So until they figure that out, yeah, the others aren't gonna have digivolutions.
It's very sad.
Yeah. It's a crying shame. Though Angoromon, for some reason I keep wanting to call him Lopmon, even though Lopmon is not Angoromon. He's one of the little dudes.
Yeah.
Terriermon's brother.
Well, all the bunnies look the same.
Yeah. Does one of them digivolve into Angoromon, or am I misremembering?
No.
No.
Angoromon is a rookie.
Oh, is he? He's so big, though.
So is Lopmon. He's just bigger than most.
Yeah. Kind of figured since he was so big that he Yeah.
Happens. Some rookies are tiny, some
Yeah.
rookies are big.
Yeah.
Some Mega Digimon are tiny and some are big.
That's true. But yeah. And then this week's Sistermon just looks like a person.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like she could probably walk around and be totally visible and people would just think she was cosplaying.
Yeah. She's one of those.
Yeah.
I have a complicated relationship with those kind of Digimon.
Yeah.
Because they're supposed to be monsters, you know.
They are.
It's in the name.
Yeah, I mean, I like them though. But I mean, I like the ones that are
But
like
they're
halfway
cool.
between those and bad guy and big monster ones, like the ones like Wizardmon or Devimon or
Yeah. Like they're vaguely human, but there's something slightly not.
yeah. Like if I got to be have a Digimon, I would want one that kind of digivolve into one of those like Devimon or Impmon. But or both of them. You can't split up Devimon and Itmon. They're bros.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. I guess that's we're done talking about anime.
I suppose so.
Alright, so what's our general discussion topic for this week, Charlie?
Well, I was gonna say, which did you prefer as a kid, Pokemon or Digimon? But we couldn't really watch either.
We weren't. Well, no, we watched Digimon. We weren't allowed to watch Pokemon because Mom said that it encouraged violence.
And also a belief in evolution, I believe.
She never mentioned that one. She just said it was about the encouraging violence.
Yeah.
Because
you know the giant gun monsters didn't encourage violence.
No. Well, they were. I don't think that she ever saw. She saw actually paid enough attention.
I don't think she ever saw either of them. She just assumed.
Yeah, I think she saw an episode of Pokemon and saw that they were fighting and was like, "No, that means it's bad."
Yeah.
Yeah. And then yeah, our mom was messed up. She didn't let us celebrate Halloween either, except for the one year that she did. And I think she ended up stealing half our candy.
Oh yeah.
But then again, I think that's just normal.
Especially after Danny moved in.
Oh yeah. Well,
he had to check it.
Well, Danny insisted on letting us celebrate Halloween. So that was like one of the very few good things that he did. Anyway, what's our...
Yes, because he wanted to check our candy for razors.
Yeah, that's actually a I mentioned this.
It was a myth.
Yeah, it was actually spread by the candy companies in order to sell more candy, so that people wouldn't give out as much homemade treats. Anyway, it's not time for oversharing hours. Let's get on to what's our general discussion topic?
Right. What was the first show you ever made an OC for?
Oh.
Like you wanted to live in it.
Probably Digimon.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You made an OC for Digimon?
Well, it was probably mostly just technically me, you know, that kind of thing. It's mostly a self-insert, but that's what most of my OCs are self-inserts. Like even
did you give yourself a Digimon?
Yes, I had Devimon.
Of course.
Yeah. When I was in high school, I had a Devimon card that my friend gave me. Until somebody stole it. But yeah.
Well, I didn't even know Digimon had cards. So.
Oh yeah, it was a card game. But like, what isn't, you know?
Well, there are a few things, I think. I can't think of them off the top of my head right now, but I'm sure they exist.
Yeah, back in the 90s, everything was a card game. There was a card game for the Lord of the Rings movies.
There was, wasn't there?
Yep. We never played it. I think I bought some of the cards, but yeah.
Yeah. I think my favorite Digimon I never even knew existed until I grew up.
Which one? What was it?
Liomon. It's a little lion cub with big claws.
Aww, so cute.
Yes.
Um,
Because I was wondering, hey, what evolves into Leomon besides Elecmon?
well, I know what Leomon evolves into. He evolves into a corpse.
Yeah. I mean, he does technically have other evolutions beyond Leomon,
Yes.
but he never survives to see them.
He evolves into a corpse and into trauma.
Yeah, but
Can't wait for Leomon to die in this episode, in this series.
yeah. Apparently Liomon can digivolve into a saber-toothed tiger.
Yeah, that's cool.
Called Saber Leomon, so you know he's going to die anyway.
Yeah, so that's the one that doesn't die. It's Saber Leomon. It's only regular Leomon that dies.
And Bancho Leomon.
Oh yeah. So basically,
And
if you have
Loader Leomon?
if they have something before their name, they're safe. But if it's just Leomon, then they better start putting together their will.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, maybe it'll be like a hobby, like Ishmael and Moby Dick. Where writing his will is his hobby.
That is a strange hobby.
And he says that it's something that sailors do and take delight in. They just writing up their will.
Okay.
He had Queequeg be his act as a lawyer. Is like, just because you guys are married doesn't mean that he can be a lawyer.
Yeah, I don't think that's how that works.
No, but whatever. Whatever makes him happy, I guess it's fine.
I guess.
Here's this guy. Everybody's hanging out in Limsa Lomensa, so everybody's taking forever to load. Here we go.
They're all very excited about not being able to play tomorrow.
It's because they haven't figured out that they can't play tomorrow.
This must be their first update.
Yeah, they're all gonna be on Reddit being like, "Why isn't the game up yet?" It's like, because it said it was gonna be 24 hours. They tell you that every time you log in for like 3 days.
So sad.
Yeah.
Did you ever come up with like a Pokemon or Digimon?
I did, but I don't remember what it. I think it looked kind of like it was like a little rabbit blob thing. It looked a bit like Yusuke's little Pokemon thingy in Yu Yu Hakusho.
Cool.
Yeah. But I never wanted to. I never needed to make up a new one because I liked the ones that there were.
It always gets like their own unique rookie
Yeah.
with every new season, even though that's not really how that works in the games.
Yeah, when I was watching Tamers, I wanted to make up my own Digimon, but ultimately I like the ones that they have more than anything I could come up with. I think they're fine.
I mean, it's fun to try and figure out what Pokemon might live in your region.
Yeah.
Because we don't live in any of the ones in the games or the show.
No. Yeah. Well, I guess. Well, no. There'd be a lot of lizards in where I live because I live in the desert.
Hmm. A lot of fire and ground types.
Yeah, that one. What's that one? There'd be Pidgeys because there's pigeons.
Yeah.
Not Pidgeys. The one that.
Murkrow.
Yes, there would be that. What is the pigeon one that came out in Gen 5?
Pedo?
That's the one.
The pretty pigeon versus the sort of
The one, yeah,
sparrow-looking
the one that
pigeon.
looks more like a sparrow.
Mm-hmm.
And there'd be a quail Pokemon. Is there a quail Pokemon? Because there are quail around here. You seem
I
to.
think Pedo is sort of a cross between a pigeon and a quail, but not
No, it
pure
evolves into a
quail.
pheasant.
Yeah, so I don't think so.
So yeah, there'd be a quail Pokemon around here. That would be the normal bird.
Maybe a turkey Pokemon?
There are no turkeys around here.
That's true.
Yeah. Um. And also a Roadrunner. We'd have Roadrunners.
Yeah.
And coyotes.
Mm-hmm. I think the Roadrunner Pokemon wouldn't be a flying type. Because they can fly, just, they prefer to run.
Yeah. Whenever somebody who's not a Lalafell is horny for a Lalafell, it creeps me out.
Yeah.
Like, I know they're adults, but they don't look like adults. And also, a horny Lalafell creep me out too. Like, you're making me uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm. There'd probably be a lot of misplaced water types.
Yes. Well, I am right next to a river.
Yeah.
This is going to be an incredibly engaging episode with us continually getting distracted by our games.
But even like the Pokemon that resemble those, in the main series, the real Pokemon,
yeah,
would probably be variants.
Probably.
Of some degree.
Yeah, there've been a lot of regional variants.
Because that's how evolution works.
Yeah. Yeah, there's also a lot of little blackbirds around here that aren't crows. Or ravens. And there's like hawks too.
They're cool.
And rabbits, hares. There's a lot of cool animals around here. It's like the only good thing about this area. Though, also on the bad thing about this area is that half the time I see a rabbit, it's because somebody ran it over.
Search.
Yeah. I did see a kitten. I saw a kitten hanging out with its mom there underneath the car. Alright, shall we moving on to best and worst of the week?
Sure.
Alrighty.
What is the best news you got this week? That you're willing to share with the internet.
Best news? I didn't get any news this week. Oh, wait, yes, I read, my cousin's report card. Cause,
Yeah, how'd you do?
Cause I got a, what's it called? Cause I'm listed as a guardian on her, at her school because I live in town and her mom doesn't. And last time she was failing chemistry, and this time she's got a B in it, so. I'm very proud of her.
Sure.
But that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, our lives aren't very eventful.
No. I mean, I guess there's also that the game would be down, so they could put in the expansion. But I already knew about that, and the fact that it was gonna be down for 24 hours, I actually was bad news. Because that meant I wouldn't be able to play for 24 hours.
That's very sad.
Yeah. But it was nice seeing it. It's like going down so we could put in Endwalkers. Like, oh, fucking hyped.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also saw a trailer for it before a YouTube video where it was just showing off Reaper. But, you know. So what is the worst chore you've had to subject yourself to this week?
Oh, I had to clean the whole kitchen.
Oh no, what a shame.
I know. It's because usually I just do the dishes.
Oh yeah, same here.
Oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, mud, fuck! I drowned
Uh-oh.
in the mud.
Oh, that sounds unpleasant.
Well, fortunately, drowning is very forgiving. You just lose one heart.
Oh.
But when you don't have many hearts...
Yeah, it could be a problem. Nah. What were we talking about? Oh, yeah, the kitchen. Cleaning the kitchen. Yeah, I'm also the type who just does the dishes, which is probably bad. I do wipe down the counter if the counter looks dirty. But I need to, like, just, if you ever come to my apartment, don't look at my floors.
Yeah.
Oh, I also wipe down the stove every so often. I bought new drip pans for it, but haven't put them out yet. It's very naughty of me.
Pro tip, if you're ever playing Breath of the Wild, you can freeze the mud.
Oh, fancy.
I just learned that.
Oh, how nice. I probably won't be playing Breath of the Wild, but that's still good to know.
But anybody, listening.
Yes, anybody
didn't
listening.
know that already.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but I had to take my car to the tire shop because my headlights weren't illuminating the road in front of me, but they couldn't figure out what was wrong. They said it looked fine. So I'm gonna check them once it's dark before I go to work tomorrow. But while I was there, I also got the my tires refilled, so it wasn't a complete waste of time. But yeah, that was the worst chore I had to subject myself to because it forced me to leave the house.
So sad.
Yeah. Alright, what do you want to plug this week?
Plug. Lizards.
Lizards are cool.
Lizards are cool.
I like lizards. Ah, fuck! I'm trying to write lizards on my little notes here so that I can remember. Okay, there we go. What kind of any particular kind of lizards, or just lizards in general?
Lizards in general, but there's this lizard, this kind of lizard that Tiger always brought home.
Oh.
Alive for me to catch.
Oh, fun.
It's the California alligator lizard, I think. I don't recognize lizards.
I mean, I know little lizard or not so little lizard, and I only ever see.
It's a little lizard, and it's one of those that can lose its tail.
Ah, yes.
So, yeah, those are cool. They're fast and cleverish.
Yeah.
I mean, not clever enough to avoid my cat, but
Yeah.
they do their best. Yeah, fuck you. I fell in the mud. Because you can only have 3 ice cubes at a time.
Yeah. I don't know nothing about no Legend of Zelda. I'm gonna take your word for it.
Yeah, you can only have 3 at a time.
Okay.
It makes your brain think, which is not a thing my brain likes to do.
Yeah, I know that Zelda games are like half puzzle game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Open world exploration is Breath of the Wild. I think some of them aren't anymore.
Yeah.
Or weren't. They didn't start out that way.
You know, yeah, because they were both. I don't think that they had the capacity for that.
Yeah, it was dungeon crawlers, I think, originally.
Yeah.
Sort of.
There's like everything was a labyrinth, and constantly got lost.
Yeah.
But that's just what I vaguely remember from the very little bit of Legend of Zelda I've played.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no!
Yeah.
These are bad guys. However, am I going
video
to?
games as children, we weren't allowed, so don't judge us.
Nope, we were not. Not until our grandpa gave us his PlayStation when PlayStation 2 came out.
Mm-hmm.
Then we played Ape Escape and like Legend of Dragoon.
Yeah, and there was that one game on the computer.
Load Runner.
Yeah.
I like to play with the level editor on that one.
I don't think I ever played with the level editor, but I remember enjoying the game.
That's pretty much all I would ever do was just play with the level editor. We also had a lot of educational ones like Amazon Trail and Oregon Trail and Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego.
Mm-hmm.
And the Secret Island of Dr. Quandary, which is one that I found online for free, so that was a fun game.
Oh.
So, you know. Oh, sorry, I'm yawning.
Yeah, so what are you plugging?
I'm going to plug Hall's Breezers. Lozenges to deal with day-to-day throat irritations. I wish they had them in other flavors than berry, but whatever. They're fine.
You take what you can get.
Yeah.
When you're trying to breathe.
Yeah, for your throat to stop hurting. Because as I've mentioned before, getting the COVID vaccine made me too powerful, and now I have constant hay fever. So, yeah, little pro tip, when you see something talking about boosting your immune system and you're healthy, don't take it, because it's possible to have too much immunity. That's what allergies are.
Yeah. And be very careful about taking vitamins.
Yeah, so only take that shit if the doctor tells you to. Listen to your doctor.
Yeah. So, where can we find you, Ace?
You can find me here on YouTube. I have Let's Play Lotro.
Mm-hmm.
Where can we find you?
You can find me on the Tumblr, Cat Magic Like a Charlie.
Mm,
Or, asleep, cuddling with my cat, who's now consenting to it since it's cold outside.
Aww. I keep taking a nap on my bed, and then I'll wake up with Cammy next to me, and he sometimes likes to hold my hand.
That's adorable.
Right?
Yeah, Tiger won't do that.
Aww.
She will allow me to lift the blankets so she can get under them. But any more than the lightest of touches, and she leaves.
Aw. Well, Cam puts his paw on my hand. So, and then,
did we tell you that Ash came home?
Oh, he did?
We found him.
Aw.
Down the street, actually.
Really? And how long was he gone for?
About 7 months.
Oh my god, that little shit.
Yeah. We're pretty sure someone was taking care of him
Oh.
because he didn't have any fleas
So
or anything. He was a little dirty, but he wasn't particularly hungry.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's like a freaking miracle.
Yeah.
It is a miracle. I'm so happy.
Yeah, since there's a busy street not far from here.
Yeah,
so-
and he doesn't go outside very often. I imagine
No.
that you guys are keeping an extra close eye on him to make sure he doesn't get out.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think he probably tried to come home,
Uh,
but the dog
oh, the dog scared him
is
off.
out and barks at any cat that wanders past.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I guess that's it for this week. Is that it for this week, Ace? Ace?
Yeah, that's it for this week, says Ace Ash and Ash Ace.
Sorry, my brain does that thing sometimes where it forgets what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. It's fine.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us. And I hope you all take care. And you too find a lost pet miraculously
Yes.
unharmed if
Yes.
you are missing one.
Oh, and also, you can, if you are missing a pet, if you put something outside that smells like you, it increases the chances that they will find their way home.
Yeah, it didn't really work for our baby
No.
because dog.
Yeah.
But
he came back.
leave them some of their favorite food, a blanket that smells like you and them,
Yes.
and they might find their way home more easily.
Yes. Yeah. All right. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye bye. Stay safe.